What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 with our Japanese playthrough. We are definitely doing very, very well. We have taken over all of Bhutan, we've taken over all of Nepal. We are working on Australia, though it does prove to be very, very wide, very open. We are running out of resources, which is not good either. Can I add logistics companies? We're running out of artillery. Can I add logistics companies to my actual assault groups? Yes, I can, and I think I will. And I'm starting to wonder, you know, the only people that are using our artillery are the Marines. Can I remove some artillery from the Mountaineers? I can, and I am going to add a logistics company. What is this going to look like? We now have 1.9 thousand missing artillery. I guess I'm going to wait 4 hours. So we didn't save that much. And we lost a lot of support equipment. We now have new radar, which now means we can get the strongest radar possible, or at least for the time. Building up as much as we can, securing our perimeter to the best of our ability. You need a better radar station. You need a much better radar station. And you are 4 out of 5 as well. So our goal is to build all of those radar stations first and foremost, and then basically secure our area as much as possible. We should have a fleet here. It's not very strong. It has 1 carrier and 3 cruisers. But I think what we're going to do is search and destroy. And basically... I wonder what we're waiting on. We have no divisions. You're obviously going here. You are obviously going there when you're ready to go. We need to go to the Bismarck Sea. So that's where you are going to go. Let's hold, search and destroy. Bismarck Sea, Solomon Isles, and I guess the Eastern Micronesia. Okay, do I want to glance at the unread naval battles? We are winning all of our naval battles, and we are winning. We're losing some of our convoys, which isn't all that bad. I'm starting to think at this point we might actually be able to outproduce the U.S. Probably a bad thing to assume, but we do have a lot of territory. Conquered all of China, all of the British Raj. Oh man, hold on, time out. I have a dual monitor, and obviously sometimes you need to lock your mouse before you obviously go to the other screen. But other than that, we have quite a bit of units that aren't really doing anything. Why aren't we garrisoning these areas? Are we out of convoys? No. Why aren't these units doing their job garrisoning? They should move, but they're not. Unable to find a valid path to target. Well, that doesn't make sense. Let's send you there. And then we are going to send you here. Are we out of supplies or something like that? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't want to send me down. And we obviously have resistance here. It's building up. Every time we send units, they arrive and go away. Now, the reasoning for that is we obviously have some sort of front line that I don't know about. Which I hope not. If anything, if this unit arrives and then leaves, I will probably go ahead and disband everything and try to recalculate all of our garrisons. Let's see what happens. Now, I'm thinking this unit will land and just run away again. I don't know. Oh, I keep pausing. I have a research slot available, which is why I guess I paused altogether. Let's get our level 3 radar station. And you know what? I am going to wait the full extent for the 30 days because I definitely don't want to have that, clock running against me. Here we go. We are landing. And are we going to leave? No. Yes. Okay, so that means we need to reorganize everything, which is very sad. I don't want to do this. Garrison here and here, here, all of Australia. Even though we don't have it yet, but we are going to have it eventually. We are going to have to garrison all of this, all of that, all of the British Raj. All of Bhutan, Nepal. And once again, all we need to deal with is resistance. Something like that shouldn't be all that hard to obtain. And I'm wondering, I don't really see any other islands that we probably need to garrison. Obviously, we have other troops there that can do the job for us. I need supplies, and this is obviously not working as well as I would like. Are you even moving? Not really. Research slot available. Still gonna wait those 30 days. We want the most radar we can get our hands on. Here's better military police. These units still aren't garrisoning my island, which makes me upset. I need to wait until the 20th of September to finally get my centrometric radar. And I guess, I don't even know what to really do anymore. Obviously, we have our naval invasions. They are working miraculously well. Thank God. Let's do another one. Continue island hopping. Remove bits and pieces from the United Kingdom. Where are these units? They are taking over the Philippines. They now need a new offensive line. So something like that. Activate when you are ready. You're doing something. You're doing something. You are not doing anything. Are you ready to go? 29 days, and then you have landed. Nice. Offensive line. Activate when you are ready to go. Securing most of the Philippines is going to be very nice and very beneficial for us. That means we won't really have any of these naval battles. We won't lose any convoys, or we won't lose as many, as I should say. Still conquering whatever we can. We are going to need infrastructure. Can this unit move its way all the way down to Adelaide? Still working on all of our radar. Attu Island is going to be a very long time until we actually get that. Obviously doing some repairs. I wouldn't mind getting maybe 15 more civilian factories, because then I could really outproduce the enemy, or at least try to. All of our artillery still being put to good use. I'm wondering, yeah, we're producing as many as we can. We've got a lot of steel. We don't have a lot of oil. Manila is about to fall. I wonder how long until the Philippines will fall. The fall of Manila, they actually, 84% towards capitulation. Once we take Cebu, which doesn't look like they have any type of land access, we are going to be good to go. Calapan, I wonder if this is a 1 victory point, so not many. You need to take all of these areas. Military police level 2 has been unlocked. I suppose we are going to get better logistics companies. And then this is going to finally be on the 20th. It is going to be my... Oh, how have we forgotten industry? That's probably our biggest goal. 220 days. Let's start working on industry again. Obviously, getting better construction speeds would be our best option. How long until we can declare on Iran? About 22 more days. Or better yet, about a month until we can declare. We are going to get a lot of oil, which we could obviously put into all of our ship productions. Though now we need more and more naval dockyards. We'll probably use all of that oil to get 2 more lines of light cruisers. It doesn't look like our carriers are going to go away anytime soon. We could get another 1 more line of carriers and 1 more line of light cruisers. But I'm not necessarily sure if that's our best option. The future belongs to Japan. Do we still have resistance in Borneo? Yes, we do. I'm gonna cry if people don't go over and help. I just don't get it. Like, why are they not going to where they need to go? It's probably glitched. But, you know, it's whatever, I guess. Okay, we have now declared on Tibet. I forgot about that. All of these green units have moved away. All of these yellow units could move over to secure our position. Let's go here, and then an offensive line. Wow, we can't even really move. I don't even know. Why can't we get that? That's weird. It's probably all, like, very mountainous terrain. Activate when you are ready to go. give you a level 4 general, I guess, because we have nothing better to do. It says we have very low supplies. Is this true? Probably. Well, nonetheless, obviously getting better logistics companies would mean better. It would be better for us, and obviously removing some artillery might not be such a bad idea. Who dares win? Can't really get any better logistics companies. We can get better recon, but our number one goal is to get better construction speed. And then in 48 days, we will obviously work on more and more industry. Have we had any actual battles? Available war goal on Tibet. I guess we'll just declare now so we don't forget about it. All 24 of you are going to activate. Have we had any more, like, actual naval battles? I haven't seen them in quite some time. Yes, we are sinking carriers. Nice. I guess we're gonna have to click each and every one of these. I didn't really want to do that. Unread, naval combat. We are obviously doing very, very well. I see a lot of fleets around here. And I'm so happy that we obviously control Midway. This is obviously our number one priority. And we have it. We could eventually reach Hawaii. Probably within the next 2 months. And we'll see what happens. How is our construction coming along? We are building and repairing whatever we can. I have no idea if we are going to be able to repair fast enough, is I guess what I'm asking. Let's build 15 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The reason why I did that is I obviously would like one more line of industry, so that means we would basically have all of our industry producing all the way down to here. And you know what? The reason why is, you know, if we ever have any special projects that we need to have completed, like, you know, airfields, it won't take as much of a toll to get those constructed quickly and efficiently. All 24 of you now have a new offensive line. Remove Australia from the game, if we even can. And then we could obviously use all of their land. And activate. Let's get an offensive line. And then we will begin accumulating experience, or better yet, preparation. What can we do? Still taking over Australia. We have stopped taking over the Philippines. I think this guy is going to die because he doesn't have any type of, you know, supply. You are going to go here, and then you are going to go there. All of these units. Can this go here? No. I wonder if we're going to have to do an actual island invasion. I hope not. And you know what? Let's actually begin a naval invasion to Cebu. I want them to basically be removed. 35 days. Fall of Sevastopol. So it looks like the USSR is getting its butt kicked. Especially by Romania. Reinforce the Soviet border. And let's go with a southern expansion. I get that we already have this, but eventually we will do... We bypassed it. Eventually, I guess we'll do Strike the USA. We have gotten a Soviet victory, which is nice. Basically, we're now going to get division organization and more recovery rate for 100 days. It's not as good as I thought it would be. Thought it would be forever. But, you know, we're taking over Tibet. The Philippines have capitulated. They no longer exist. I am going to take these units, remove this, have you go from here to here, and then there should be more of these units. You all will go from here to just this random island. I have no idea if they're going to be able to get out of there, though. That's my only issue. If they don't, I will cry. Instead, you know what? Instead... I'm only going to take one unit and do a naval invasion from there to there. That way, if we do get trapped, it won't be that big of a deal. You have obviously done a very fantastic job taking over quite a bit of new islands and new territories. And it looks like we have free dockyards. Let's finally spend our steel. We don't have any more oil. but nevertheless, we will get more. Here's some light cruisers. We need the Mach 2, which actually, we aren't even producing. That's sad. We need the Mach 2. You need to be in Shigoku. And you need to be in Kyushu, which obviously isn't even producing anything. Or better yet, Nagasaki is what I should say. Here's Nagasaki. Mach 2, Mach 2, Mach 2. We need oil. Don't know how we're really going to get it. All of our industry can be put to good use eventually. Are we still doing some unread naval convoys, unread battles? We have sank a heavy cruiser. Not bad. And we have sank a heavy cruiser. We are doing very well. Why aren't these guys prepped and ready to go? There are no units assigned to this order. Doesn't make sense. Can they go now? Now? Yes, they can. I would be very upset if they had to obviously re-prepare for a naval invasion, but it looks like that's not the case. Yikes. There are some allied troops here. And I don't know if we're going to be able to take that. I doubt it. Looks like we aren't going to be able to win that. What could I do to improve that? Could I build up another naval base? Or find a more powerful naval base, which is what I guess we will do. Disable this, and you are going to do a naval invasion from here all the way to there. And let's give you a very powerful leader, and we'll try our best to make this happen. Okay, we can now declare war on Iran. Let us now declare. All of these units will now activate, and I need all of their oil. I wonder if Iran has joined the Comintern. No. They've joined the Allies, which obviously isn't bad. Yep, we're moving. We're moving, and we're doing a good job. Going into the Philippines, it looks like our destroyers are doing some damage. Okay, you are doing a naval invasion, you are doing a naval invasion, you aren't doing anything at all, which needs to change. So you will now go after this island, and activate when you are ready. I mean, we're slowly taking provinces, don't get me wrong, I just wish there was a faster way to do this. Looks like we have some fighting going on. Can we take out this battleship? No, not really. How is our radar? It's looking nice. You know, obviously we have most of the Pacific Ocean. I would like to have some of the Philippines scouted out. And obviously it would be very nice if I could have this area. But then again, I'm going to need some production, which I don't seem to have. Tibet has capitulated. We now can send some troops to basically garrison it up, which doesn't seem like it was all that strong. All 24 of these units, I suppose, can now create a front line here. And let's create it on Mongolia. Okay, what can I build? We are building quite a bit, but we still need to do some repairs. You can activate. Where are you guys? Okay, this is kind of getting a little tiresome. The invasion of Iran is going well, but it's going very slowly. Had I have had mechanized divisions, it would be going a little bit better. And eventually, I am going to take these cavalry units, garrison up all of Iran, finally take all of their oil. And I wonder, did we ever redo Hong Kong? That's not Hong Kong. And then there should be a very tiny province over here. Okay, we have 40 troops. It says we need 40. All of those will be used in time. We actually haven't even changed our conscription law yet, so I would say we're doing well. Eventually, we do need to do a naval invasion of Hawaii. It's probably going to come from, Midway here. So, you know what? While we're waiting, I guess let's build up some additional naval bases. And that way, at least as time goes by, we could prepare for our invasion of Hawaii. It's really not all that far. We are going to have to take the Johnston Atoll, and then eventually Phoenix Isle. If I could take the Phoenix Isle, I could build a new radar station, which would be fairly useful all the way out there. Still building radar on the Attu Island, making it stronger and more effective. And how long until Australia capitulates? It has to be any moment now. Yikes. They are nowhere near capitulation, but I guess all of their main cities are in the southeastern corner. Well, maybe that's why. Dispersed flying has been unlocked. We now have better fighter detection. Better air superiority would be really nice to own. But we do need industry. Industry is our most prominent issue. Australia is so big and so wide. It's so big that obviously it takes people so long to, travel across. Now, it looks like I have a dangerous naval invasion. And I wonder, is it going to even happen? Let's active. There are no units assigned to this order. It says I have one division. I lack sufficient intel, so maybe that'll change their minds. You can go when you're ready. You all are gonna come here. And I need to send a small fleet to the Celebes Sea. Where's my navy? Eastern Micronesia. Where is this? All the way over there. Let's actually hold you. Search and destroy here and here. It's a little far away, but I think we can handle it. And it's obviously a carrier. This carrier has sunk 8 ships. So I would say that we're doing quite well. What have we sunk? We sunk the USS Puerto Rico, which was a battlecruiser. And we assisted in sinking quite a few other heavy cruisers. Yeah, if we could take Hawaii, and, we would obviously be very, very set with the defense of the Pacific. And then eventually we could try to take Alaska, move our way into Canada, and then into the US. I really don't think we can lose. But then again, the only real issue I could see would be the Soviet Union beating the German Reich. But as long as we keep hindering the United Kingdom, I don't know if that'll ever happen. They won't win their war inside Italy. Inside Africa. Italy is doing not so great. I wonder what they lack. There's obviously some naval invasions. We might want to build some tanks, but then again, we are going to need oil, which we actually do have some now, but we need aluminum. Could I remove these fighters? Probably. And start producing some light tanks. I don't know why, but I guess we are... You know what? Maybe instead of light tanks... What if I built mechanized, which we don't even own? So I guess we're going to build light tanks. Those are going to be fast to produce, though they're not as strong as they should be. And we lack aluminum, so these aren't even being used. We're not producing any at all. Where could I get aluminum? From nowhere. Nobody is willing to trade me aluminum. So technically, all of those planes aren't being utilized. Which saddens me. What if I started producing some tanks? I could just dismantle this, dismantle this. I guess we're going to start building some light tanks. I have nothing else to really build. All of our light tanks, though, will eventually get recon. We don't even have maintenance companies, which is sad. There's logistics, and we don't even have signal companies. These all need to be light tanks, and these all need to be light tanks, light tank, and light tank. Let's save it on up. How many do we lack? 1.4 thousand. All 5 of these will become light tanks. Now we're going to lack a lot. 2.5 thousand, so it's not really all that bad. But eventually we're going to need better ones. And not 1934 tanks, so 7 years old. Still pushing across Iran, securing all of that yummy oil. Sinking convoys, doing a fantastic job, and it looks like we have landed. Taking this one island, I might need to build a naval base just to get you out of there, which I hope isn't the case. And like I said, let's get a little bit more garrisons. We have 14. We now have 50 protecting the areas. And I would like to build one more marine in case that unit does die. Do we need artillery? Yes. We also need light tanks. It looks like we're obviously down 1.5 thousand. It says we're losing 1.5 thousand a day, which obviously isn't true. In fact, we're gaining about 4 a day, and we need 2.5 thousand. Eventually, we're going to get about 30 a day. So it really isn't as bad as it sounds, and the light tanks are going to be a little bit hard and a little bit challenging to remove. It says this battle will last 2 more days. Is there really any other invasions that I could come across? This unit can activate. You have already done a fantastic job. Let's move you here. Try to secure another port. Let's go with Makassar. I would like them to be removed. And these units are here. These units aren't doing anything except taking this island. And I don't know how you're going to get out of here. Which is as I feared. We probably should have taken somebody weak. Let's go from here all the way down to there. Activate when you're ready. I have no idea if that unit is ever going to get out of here, and I don't think it will, so we are going to dismantle it. There is no port. There is nothing to do. Sad that I used somebody with high experience. Strike the USA. December 7th, 1941 has already ended. Can I add more naval bombers to this area? I would need to improve the capacity. Do I even have a surplus of naval bombers? I have 614, so yes I do. Taking over the Micronesian Gap would definitely give me, you know, some bonuses for defense. And if I could take this island, which is Gilbert Islands, I don't know if it's going to happen. We could try. You know, if I took the Phoenix Island, I could obviously set up some very nice radar, some very nice naval bombers as well. These units are done for and can move. Let's send you from here all the way to there. Activate when you're ready. And surprisingly enough, these units are pushing, but it's going very slowly. Australia is only, even though we've taken over 90% of Australia, they're only 45% towards capitulation. Melbourne has fallen, and now definitely that number has jumped. Had to have. All the way up to 70. No national focus. I have nothing to spend it on. I can modify our government, giving us a fascist demagogue, which would give us more fascism support, but instead I will get the more reliability and armor research time reduction. And I guess in 24 days and 22 days, we are going to be building better tanks. How is Iran coming? Very slowly. Tabriz is now their new capital. Are we still moving towards Tabriz? Not really. It has seemed to have stopped. But we're gaining experience. We're doing really well because of our field hospitals, which I'm happy about. Though we could always do better. There goes Iran. Fantastic. I guess our next goal is to protect against the Soviet Union here. And we could even split you in half, make you another front line, and then put you here. So now we have 12 and 12. Here comes our cavalry units. They seem to have missed the spot. I should have so much oil, which doesn't seem to be that much more. Bhutan, harshest, Tibet, harshest, and Iran, harshest. Now we have 25 oil. It should go up in the next day. I guess we're once again gonna get light tanks because I have nothing else to really build. Yeah, I guess. All of our light tanks are, we're gonna get probably 24 units of light tanks, and maybe even some motorized and mechanized. And then wherever we land, we could easily just swarm the rest. Hawaii needs to fall. This island needs to fall. Australia needs to fall. New Zealand needs to fall. Once we take Canberra, though, it should be a little bit faster. And here, we could easily just march into Sydney, Newcastle. And it's probably going to fall any day now. Looks like we're crossing some rivers. And then into Canberra. There goes Newcastle, and then eventually Sydney. How long is this going to take? It won't tell me. Soviet Union annexes Tanutuva. Newcastle is being defended. We are moving in to the best of our ability. Almost ready to remove Australia. And it looks like the Soviet Union is justifying on us. Absolutely not what I wanted to see. I need tanks, like now. Once we obviously remove the threat from Australia, we will move them on up. And they should be capitulated. Do we have to take Tasmania? If we do, I will cry. Fall of New South Wales, Australia has capitulated. All 24 of these units are now going to basically make their way on up to, I guess, Manchuria. And we are going to have to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in our next adventure.